Hi, this is my first YouTube video, and behind me is my 2013 Jeep Wrangler, and I'm going to install the... I went in the directions. It says this ground wire, it says to keep it in front, move it to the front. You can see it comes right around here, wraps around, and it comes to here. So what I'm going to try to do is move it down to the lower bolt, down here, point to it, down here, which will keep it in front, and it'll keep it away from the where we put in the whole module. So let's see if that works. You see I moved to the bottom bolt. I moved the ground strap comes down here to the bottom bolt, as opposed to the top bolt where the unit has to be attached to. And it just runs from straight down through, goes through the ECM, comes up and attaches back to the ground over here. Now the two bolts you have to use to put the unit on are one here and the top bolt on the other side. And the unit fits actually by sliding in behind the ECM. It doesn't fit on the front of it. The bolts are too short. So you have to slide it in behind it. So it just makes sense to move that wire to keep it in front and keep it out of the way. So it's just an 8mm socket. Gets underneath, goes to that back connection, the back screw. And we took the ground wire off and we moved it down below. You just tighten it up. Make sure it's snugged up. And then the one on this side. This is the one thing that nobody seems to show in their videos, is how this gets attached. And it actually goes behind the ECM and not, or the ECU, whatever the correct term for it is. I'm not a car guy. Yeah, the ECU, according to the box. So there we are installed. It's tucked to the back side of the ECU. Top bolts are in, bottom bolts. And I chose to cover my wires with a little bit of covering there. I just like to dress it up a little bit better than what was on it. Make it look a little more neat as far as I'm concerned. I just like to make it look a little better. You don't have to do this, obviously, but it's just my preference, the way I do all my wires when I start doing something. Seen too many videos with wires that looks like hack jobs, and of course mine, it really is a hack job. It's just a little prettier of a hack, that's all I'm hoping. All right, so we'll get some wiring run now. I'm going to have to run this through over here. And you can see down deep, right in through there, where I'm going to have to push through to run the wires to get the switches done. So I'll get the wires run through there and we'll pick this up on the inside. Everybody's already seen that done in many videos, so let's see what we can find out here. I went behind this cover, just kind of pried it out a little bit. There's room down at the bottom. Room down at the bottom here right? You can slide through. Comes back out along the factory wire cable. Got a nice covering on it. And I took the back horn out for now, which gives me a better shot down at going through. I'll get my fingers out of the way. It'll give me a better shot going into there to run the cable. So now that the horn's out of the way, I got a nice clear shot to work in that area. This is a kind of a tight area to get into. My big fat hands can't get down in there. So what I did is I got a wire snake and wrapped the connection, the cable connection, onto the end of it with some electrical tape, and we'll pull it through. And there it is. Cable connection pulled right through, and I'll take it out. I'm not going to bother you showing you how to unwrap it, but we'll pick it up right after this. We're going to fish it right up through. We took the side cover off the side panel here. I'm going to fish it up through. Pull it straight through. Come straight up. I'm just going to double check here to make sure I didn't get it caught up on anything when I pulled it through. It doesn't feel like it. Nope. Straight from the hole. You can see my fingers back there. Straight from the hole through. Now this is going to go up, across and over, and we'll work on that. The side, you just take it, start it, and then push it in. It will slide right in to the loom. The loom will slide right in, and it closes right up. I'll have to take the top section off to get it across, but I don't have to worry about this lower panel now, and that's a good thing. Running that line back through this little spot here, you can see there's a nice little cavern for it, and I'm going to get it in there. It's kind of going to take two hands, so I won't be able to show you when I put it in, but I'll get it in there and then snap it up, and it stays away from the pinch points that way once you snap everything in. There it is. Quick, simple little loop. Got it tied off to a couple of holes here. I got another wire tie right up here. Get my fingers out of the way. Up here on the loop itself. That should hold it. I'll get some pliers and snip the ends off, and we should be good to go here. We're going to run wires, and I'm going to take them up. Like I said, I got them in a different loom. I kind of dress them up a little bit. And take them across. Took that plastic engine cover off and we'll run them across to the battery. So here it is, all wired up. Switch number 1, way over here. And switch number 1, I'll show you in a minute inside. And there's the wires run all the way over, all the way across, into the battery. Charging at 14.6. So once everything is installed, tucked back up, everything's hidden very nicely. The wires, you can't see anything. Everything's tucked right back up. Everything snaps back into place. The sun visor is screwed back in. And there's the unit itself. Now I noticed that when I wired it in, on the unit itself, the number 1 switch on the box comes all the way over, would be towards the far side of the box, would be the number 1 switch. But it's actually this switch that is running. This is the number 1 switch. In the control module box, it's the hookup is on the far side. And you'll see that when you hook it up to yourself. So let's put the key in. Let's see what happens here. Well, we're charging. Everything looks good. 14.4 volts. All the lights are working like they're supposed to. But right now, I only have the first one hooked up to anything. It's one set of lights. Let's take a walk out. Come around. Yeah, and they work pretty good. A couple of bright lights. So this is what we installed today. Apollointech. Professional power distributor and control for the vehicle. Purchased through Amazon, and I'll put the link down below. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. And before you give me a thumbs down, please give me some comments. Like I said, this is only my first video, and I'm trying, guys.